You're probably live. Oh, you're live. Okay.
So here we are live.
See that?
Sorry about last night.
No one's on.
No one's on yet.
We're not used to us going on at this time.
Yeah. Go out there and do a push-up. Yeah. Wes squats and said, do some push-ups. All right. So what'd you do today while I was gone?
What did I do today while you were gone?
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt your flow of your video.
Well, are people on?
I don't know yet. I'm looking.
Well, it looks like somebody's on.
Who is it?
I don't know. There's things up there.
Okay, well, who is it? You can see it, maybe.
I can't see it from here. My eyes aren't that good. I'm blind.
You're blind?
I'm the blind artist. Yeah.
You're the blind. Wow.
Yeah. Kind of like the elephant. They stick a paintbrush in his trunk and he paints pictures with it. You ever seen that?
No, I've never seen that.
So she runs the computer over there. I just talk into the camera and, you know, and then people are complaining about, you know, we don't want to hear your voice. We want to hear this. We want to hear that. Well, you know, she reads the comments and I ask her questions and that's how that works. You on yet over there?
No, I'm getting there, babe.
All right.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm there.
All right.
Okay,
Turn the
now you're
volume
in
down.
the reverb, so there you go.
Turn the volume down. All right.
I did.
Cool. Any comments? Questions?
Well, I just want to tell everybody thank you guys for the love yesterday. I don't feel great, but I feel better and I don't have COVID. So, yeah. So thank you guys for all the love. It made me feel special and good.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Yesterday was kind of a hot day at work and I came home a little late. And while I was at work, she told me she had a 100-degree temperature. So I was a little paranoid, a little worried. And so on the way home, you know, I was like, hey, this is how we're going to do things. Because we didn't know if she had COVID. That's one of the first signs is a temperature. So that's why we didn't go on last night. Plus, I got home a little late and I was tired. And then we were waiting around for the COVID test to come in. And it came in a little later in the evening and it said she didn't have COVID. So we were relieved. But somebody at work, where she works, came to work sick. Worked what, half the day?
No, she worked all day.
Oh, yeah. And they had to tell her to go home. Then she tried to come in again a day or so later. And they're like, look, we told you to go home. So I think that person got her sick. So hopefully it's just some kind of bug. We don't know. She might have some kind of thing going on inside her ear and her sinuses. But her fever's gone down and she's better. So I want to thank everybody that sent their condolences to her because
condolences.
You know,
I didn't die.
I know, you know what I'm saying. Their concerns because she is my girl, man, and you know, I don't want to lose her.
Mitch is he's good. I give him a hard time.
Yeah, she gives me a hard time all the time.
So I'm gonna read some comments if that's okay.
Yeah. That's all right with Mr. Jackoff. Well, she's going to read some comments.
Wax on.
Hey, Whack, what's up, bro?
Hope you and Adrian are safe. We're good. That's Chill Till I Die. Blaster one's on. Jojo, Arizona. Roger Williams wanted to know which hand do I use for my push-ups. Aaron, your boss is on.
All right, boss.
Here. What's up? Much respect from Alaska. Nathan the B-Man.
All right, Alaska.
Adam's on, Josh and Ash. Hi, little Max.
Hey, little Maxie. How you doing, brother? All right.
Ron, RN, MC. We love that.
Yes.
He's obviously an RN. He said, I just got the merch I ordered. Much appreciated. It was missing one mask, but I'm not worried about it. But we are worried about it.
We are.
So
send us your hookup. You got us hookup?
I just said, send me an email.
And we'll send you the other mask. She's laughing.
Send you another, Matt. I'm laughing at him, not at you. So, anyways, just please do that, and then we'll send you one. Sorry about that. Sometimes Mitch gets carried away. Mitch fills the orders. I print them out.
Yeah.
Mitch fills them out. So that's
sometimes she prints out the wrong order. Puts the wrong number on.
That's not true.
No. Sometimes I missed the number on the account, you know, and it's happened more than once. So we
Goose wants to
always
know,
correct it.
Goose wants to know, he said, did you get wax labels ready yet or not? We need the salsa. You better and you better start working those shirts for whack. Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't got the sauce ready yet. We haven't figured out because Whack didn't tell us what he wants to sell it for or how much it costs to make. We have 10 sample box, 3-packs ready to go, but he hasn't told us what to sell it for, actually.
Dina's on. She said, this is Dina and Ryan. We're in Pennsylvania, but I'm from 619 Dago all day.
All right, Dago. Transplanted out to Pennsylvania. Stay down. You know, they have awesome bike shows in Pennsylvania. They do.
So I just want to sound a little shout out for Whack because he has 1,000 subscribers now. So yay, Whack.
Yeah, Whack has 1,000 subscribers. He went live yesterday, was it? But he doesn't have enough viewing time, but he's getting there. We need more people to get some viewing hours on Whack's channel. So, yeah.
Jim F said, hey, what's up, Uncle Mitch? My boss passed away, so I don't work at the cabinet shop anymore. I got a job building tiny homes up here in Northern California.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Hey, we might have to.
I'm a big fan of tiny houses. I don't know, not so much. But, you know what I thought? What if we had a tiny house? Then we had a couple cargo containers out back to put all our stuff in. You know, she could have one, I could have one, and then we could have one like to store our T-shirts and art stuff in, right? You know, it doesn't have to be inside the house, right? Yeah.
Skeeter is on. He was not feeling good, and I'm so happy to see you. And he said, hey, fam, I kicked the Rona. Glad to be back.
Oh,
you
wow.
Were really sick.
You had it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we are glad to see
you're all right.
We've been sending him emails because we're like, dude, are you okay?
Yeah, he's supposed to interview me.
Right? So, yeah, he's supposed to ask whatever he wants to ask. So when you're feeling up to it, Skeeter, just email us and we'll get that done. I'm so glad you're feeling better. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. It is.
Let's see. Romero Richard wants to know, Mitch, who's going to win? Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. I can't even talk to him.
I didn't know there was going to be a fight, but I'm a big fan of Mike's.
He is.
You know, he's an underdog. He was a badass when he was a young man. You know, he's a biter. But I saw a funny thing. What is it, Holyfield? And his mask was falling off his ear. And said, thanks a lot, Mike Tyson, because he couldn't wear a mask because his ear was bit off. It was funny. But I'm a big fan of Mike's. I really am. He's an underdog, you know. I think he got done dirty by some gold digging people when he was younger. You know, I know Customato told him don't mess with Don King, and when he did, you know, things went south for him. But I'm a big fan of Mike, so I hope he wins. And if that's a fight coming on, I definitely want to watch it. Anything else?
Let's see. So you guys might notice it's weird because you can't see it on your phone, but if you're on your computer, you can actually see it. So you'll see that on our merch store is actually open on Teespring.
Oh yeah, so we have our Teespring store up. They got some leggings, shirts for kids.
And that was specifically for you, for Josh and Ash, because they asked for kids shirts.
Yeah, and little Max. Yeah, little Max needs a shirt. But and then there's cell phone cases and leggings.
There's going to be hoodies are coming.
Yeah, hoodies are coming. I guess they just approve each item that they can make. They put it up one at a time, but that's what's up right now. And some fluffy, free-flowing tank top thing for women.
On the mobile, if you just go right underneath, like where you're actually watching the video or above it, it says store. You can just click on that, and it's there.
Yeah.
We got a $2 super chat from JE, and they said, hope you're doing good, Mitch. Thank you for the super chat.
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for your donation.
Hi, CDC Survivor.
Yeah.
Good night, Jim F. He said he just wanted to check in real quick. So
yeah, cool. Thanks for checking in.
Longbeard's on, and Steve LaBarber said, bake you a mansion out of shipping containers. He wishes.
I'm a big fan of shipping container houses, but the thing is we'd have to buy the property and put them on there. And, you know, I'm down for it. We're saving. Just to say too, on our Teespring, they're more novelty items. Our Mitch's original design T-shirts are still going to be on our website, but we wanted to give some other ops that we can't actually make ourselves because they're too expensive for us to make.
that's the stuff we put on T-shirts.
People that got shirts can see that our printer does a good job.
Yeah, we've got.
And he's local. He's a local guy. He's a biker. He rides, and he's a cool guy. He's got a couple kids, wife, good family, all that good stuff. And he's been good to me. He actually, before I got my job, he put me to work around Christmas time to catch up on some orders. Pulling the one color stuff, paid me well. And it's always sometimes he's a little slow, but he does good work. And I like working with him. So we're going to do all our T-shirts and my artwork and stuff on my website. But Teespring is for stuff like, the hoodies. Like when we do hoodies, normally we do like prepay, and then we got to keep track of everything. Sometimes we order too many. We get the wrong sizes. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. So, and we can't just go out and order 100 hoodies, because then we got to eat that cost and wait for them to sell. So doing the hoodies on Teespring is a good idea. The cell phone cases, it's novelty stuff that we can't get done at the print shop, but we want to keep our shirts and our prints of my art, local. And yeah, since while we're doing that.
So chill till I die. Just give me a second, man.
What happened?
I'm getting there. He said, Uncle Mitch, have you ever seen someone who was a green walk into the block and just break down crying or screaming that they shouldn't be there, or check in immediately out of fear?
Green walk, what's that mean?
I think somebody who's new. I'm guessing. Is that what you meant? Chill
or a green cop come in?
No, it's a green walk.
Well, green walk. Oh, you mean like a green person coming in, I guess?
Yes, like a new person.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I've seen guys have a hard time though. I've had guys like when I was in Donovan, they opened up High Desert. There was this guy, he was a real light-skinned black dude. His mom was white, older ladies come see him. He was kind of he was a drug guy. He wasn't a tough guy or nothing. And he's like, man, they're sending me to High Desert. And I say, hey, don't worry about it, man. They're going to have a lot of programs there, vocations and this and that. And this guy was a 3-striker. And he said, oh, really? I kind of calmed his fears. He went up there and, I heard it was okay up there for about a year, and then it went really bad. So there's been guys that had a rough time. I just try to calm their nerves, man. Let them know it's going to be okay. Just keep your mouth shut and your eyes and your ears open. Mind your own shit.
So everybody, DC just showed us a $2 super chat, some love.
Thank you.
And I want everybody to give a big welcome home to his cousin. They're watching this together, the one that got out.
All right. So yeah. How's that working?
Welcome home, brother. Welcome home.
Welcome home. Let us know how that's working out, bro.
His name's Lyle. That's his name.
All right, Lyle, stay down. I'm glad you're out, and I'm glad you're with your cousin. And I hope things go well for you. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's great. That's good to see.
That's
Thanks
cool
for watching
shit.
DC with him. That's super cool.
Yeah, you know what? We got my email up there, and if you contact me, if you got any issues like Justin or whatever you want to talk, man, I'll shoot you my hookup.
NT just super chatted us $25.
Oh wow!
Thank you so much. And he says that's for your new house, my friend.
Thank you.
That's so cool.
Hey, we're saving.
DC said, DC, thank you so much, NT,
awesome.
For the super chat. That's so nice of you. DC said, hell yeah, this is awesome as fuck.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to say something, a guy, when I got out, I was in South Central Los Angeles, and a friend of mine, Mark, he lived in Orange County, and I got him at Facebook and told him I was out and everything. And I remember him when he first went in, and he did a lot less time than I did, but he was a different kind of guy. He's a good dude and everything. But he came to see me in Los Angeles, and we sat down and bullshitted. And he said, look, it's going to take you a year. And I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, 1 year from now, you're going to be fully assimilated out here. He goes, don't be in a hurry. Just take it one step at a time, get your license, do this, that, and the other. And he goes, in a year from now, you're going to be fully assimilated. And that's he was right. Because I looked back a year later and I said, man, it was a little over a year later. And I thought, man, he was right. It takes about a year to get assimilated and comfortable, so just take it one step at a time, man. And just don't be in a hurry. That's the best advice people gave me, and that's what advice I give others, man. Just don't be in a hurry.
It'll happen. I'm putting his ass to work. He's got to pay bills now.
Hey, work's good, right?
Yes.
Idle hands, the devil's playground, my friend. Yeah.
Louis from Grind and Pivot is on. He said, I miss everyone. Hope all doing well and say backup lame 100%. So we went on a little joint venture with Louis, and his contact information is on our website on the order. But he came up with him and Mitch worked on the backup lame.
We got some backup lame masks.
Those are on our website. So Louis was the one that made those for us. So which we love.
Louis printing those out in New York for us.
It's all
backup
good.
Lame.
Yeah. So let's see. Mayhem said do a video with Big Sid.
Big Sid. Well, Big Sid's got some issues we might have to talk about on an interview. I don't know.
You know what people don't know is Mitch is actually really funny. He's super funny.
We do love Big Sid. He's a funny guy.
No, I mean you're funny. Like I don't know that people really get that.
I'm not really that. What are you so funny? Like what? Like a clown? What are you saying? I'm funny? What?
Mr. Nasty said, "What's up, Uncle Mitch? If you get Big Sid on here, make sure he's sporting those WWs on his chest.
Yeah.
I just busted balls. Hope you guys are doing well."
Yeah.
Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to Whack, and just PNM Old School is, and we got your email.
Yeah.
It's So we'll definitely get in contact with you. So we'll contact you. But yes, we're still interested in that.
Yeah, we are definitely interested in doing an interview with you and learning more about what went down in Mexico, New Mexico prison riots, and just in general what was going on there.
Hi, Longbeard. How's it going?
Long beard. How long is your beard? That's what we need to know.
Chill Till I Die. That quote that Mitch just made about "Do I Amuse You" is actually from a movie. Yeah. Let's see if people know what movie that's from.
What movie was that from?
Do you think it's funny? Do you think I'm funny?
Yeah, you think I'm funny? What? Funny what? Like a clown? Funny? I amuse you? Yeah.
It's from a movie, one of my favorite movies. Yeah. So we'll see if you guys, in case you didn't know, we didn't go on last night because I wasn't feeling well.
We're a little worried about her fever.
But I'm good. Everything's good. No COVID. So Home 2417 is on.
All right.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yes, sir.
It's good to see you on here.
I hope you're doing well.
Yep. Lindsay, let's see. Chill. Oh, wait. Let's see who the first one that got it right. We're going to send you something.
Tomorrow's from?
Guess who it was?
Who?
Home 2417 got it right.
Yeah, all right.
He was the first one. You're right. It was from Goodfellas. 100%.
Which was a funnier movie. Was funny as hell. Parts of it were super funny. And that was about Henry Hill, basically, and his adventures as a criminal. He died recently, but what a lot of people don't know is I worked in Arts and Corrections in Lancaster for about 4.5 years, and part of Arts and Corrections was they would use the budget to hire people to come in and teach things. So we hired a screenwriter to come in and teach guys how to write screenplays. And, it was a class, lasted 5 weekends, 10 days, right? And so I would talk to the guy when he came in, and he told me that Henry Hill was actually in Tehachapi Max prison, which was a level 4 prison. And he went up and did a screenplay, writing class up there, and he met Henry Hill. And Henry Hill was like, there were some other guys in there that thought they were all that, from different prison gang dropout type guys that still thought they were the shit. And of course, Henry Hill had a bogus name. He was under an alias because he was a rat himself. But he told this guy who was teaching the class, "Hey man, these guys are a bunch of fucking clowns. They think they were gangsters and all that kind of shit." He goes, "These guys are fucking dickwads, jerk offs." Basically, he said they were, something in prison, but the guy functioned at one time with a bunch of serious gangsters, and of course he turned on them, but which happens quite a bit too. But he said those guys were all a bunch of fucking jackasses, basically.
Guess who got a wrench?
Who?
I just threw him one. Louis.
Oh, Louis has a wrench. That's right.
There's actually, I didn't, so say hello to Abigail and Aubrey.
Hey, Abigail and Aubrey, how you doing?
How you guys doing?
All right. Yeah.
Let's see.
And that's why we put kids shirts up there too, for people that have kids, want to get them shirts, you know.
Let's see. I didn't know this. So DC Irish just asked you, what are your thoughts on White Boy Rick getting out this past week? We just watched that movie not that long ago.
Yeah, you know, that White Boy Rick was quite a character, and I think he got screwed, and I'm glad he's out. He was, you know, he grew up in a different part of the country where, you know, he was exposed to stuff that it's a different system. I think that was Michigan, right? Detroit.
I think so.
And so it's a little different out there. Isn't that where Eminem came from?
Yes.
The 8 Mile, Michigan, yeah. Detroit area. So it's a different system out there. People can say, "Oh, that guy, you know, whatever." He's, you know, but I mean, he was in the mix, and from what he says, you know, he wasn't in the mix as deep as they say he was, and I think he was a victim of circumstance, man. On the getting involved with stuff to make some cash. I mean, he was, you know, his dad was kind of an asshole, and you know, they screwed that guy. Bottom line, they screwed him bad. And you know, you talk about, you know, police corruption and all that. What's up, babe? Oh yeah, chicken. You know, police corruption isn't just guys getting shot by the cops or beat up by the cops. It's also, you know, they'll accuse people of stuff. And the police, law enforcement isn't just the cops. You also have the district attorney's office and judges that are involved. And they screwed that guy. They broke him off a gang of time. And I from what I understand, watching the movie and the documentary that followed, you know, he did some things in prison. You know, he was involved with a few things. But you know what? Nobody goes to prison and is not involved with something on some level. I mean, you're going to get in some fights, some scrapes, but they screwed that dude, man. And you know, look, when I got busted, they offered me and one of my co-defendants a manslaughter, which would, if I would have took the deal, I would have got 6 years. Then later on, they offered me some other deals where I could have walked out scot-free, but you know. And then they offered one of my other co-defendants a second-degree murder, which carried 15 to life, but it was a package deal. And they knew I was 17 years old. You know, my co-defendants were both 24, and they also knew that, you know, the guy with a 15 to life sentence, he wasn't going to take a fucking deal. But the deal was all three of us had to take the deal or no deal. Or if you want to take the deal and we don't, then you have to get on the witness stand and say what your part in the crime was. And my lawyer says, look, once you get on the witness stand, they can ask you whatever they want. So, you know, you make the call on that. What kind of shit is that? You're going to offer a 17-year-old kid, you know, a 6-year term for manslaughter that, you know, I mean, obviously they knew who did what. There was like 10 eyewitnesses. But you're going to tell him he can't take the deal unless the other guys take the deal as well. I probably would have took the deal at that point. So, you know, the system's corrupt, man. White Boy Rick, I'm glad he's out, and I hope he has a good life, you know, and I hope he's got people that support him and help him get going out in the world. And if anybody knows White Boy Rick, give him my hookup, man. I'd like to interview him. Yeah, that'd be an awesome interview, you know, for real. Yeah, you know, it's changing time, man. That guy was a juvenile, wasn't he, when he went to jail?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so they really screwed that dude, man. I mean, I was a juvenile when I went in. They screwed me. Guys are doing 10 to 12 years on the same term I had that I did 38 years, 6 months and 23 days. Yeah, but who's counting, right? Yeah, any comments?
Yeah, Roger Williams is on. Hi, Roger.
What's up, Raj?
Hope you're doing well. He said he really liked your interview, the last one you did with Twan.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Twan's cool. You know, I haven't heard from Dean in a while. He's from Texas. You know? Yeah, Dwan was the mentor in that program, and when I went to his group that he mentored in, you know, he got to know me a little bit. He's like, "Man, you're just a white version of me." You know, I laughed, and you know, what else?
Let's see. we just got a super chat. Michael Korn for $4.99. He said, "Hello from Houston. It's great to see you on early tonight."
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for your super chat,
thanks,
man. That's
guys.
awesome, man. Thank you.
Let's see. Jason wants to know, how's the dogs?
The dogs are
They're in
great.
love with Mitch. I'm just chopped liver, but it's all good.
Yeah. You know, I love dogs, and you know, Rosie, we used to take her out. One time we let her out without a leash, and she ran down our neighbor. You know, we live in the country, so she ran down to our neighbor's pad, saw a deer, chased a deer around, and then ran back up, and then over to our other neighbor's house, then came back over the house, went up underneath the house, ran back to our other neighbor's house, chased some turkeys around, and then finally we got her. So we started putting her on the leash to take her outside, and then now we're getting to the point where we can take her out without a leash because she knows the boundaries, you know. But yeah, you know, and speaking of dogs, you know, the other day we go to this one spot by the bike trails, by the levees, and these homeless dudes have dogs, you know, and this one dog was just kind of wandering around, came right up to me, and it had like snot on its eyes. I wiped its eyes off, sort of, you know, gave it a little hug, some pets, and guy goes, he came out, you know, we take the trash, you know, and it's a lot of trash. But he goes, yeah, somebody abandoned that dog, and it was a pit bull. It was solid gray. It looked young, but probably like a year and a half old. Just a beautiful dog, man. It just broke my heart because, you know, I petted it and everything. By the time we left, that dog was trying to climb in the truck and go with us. So if we had our own spot with a fenced-in yard, I probably would have brought it home.
Yeah. I think you guys were talking about
what's going on?
White Boy Rick, I think.
Yeah.
And they were saying that he was a juvenile, basically doing grown man shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
And he said besides the ratting part, he destroyed people's lives with that BS bullshit that he sold. I don't know if they're talking about the same guy.
Yeah, he was selling drugs. Yeah, he was selling drugs.
Okay, so we get the famous question, Whack, what's the name of your channel?
Yeah.
So he has, it is called Whack Deuce. Whack, can you say what it is, please?
Yeah, please post it up there in the comments. Whack, what your channel is.
I will always post it on our Wednesday lives. So if you go back on our Wednesday lives, his channel, the links on our pages. So,
and we'll get him to talk about it also Saturday nights when we.
Saturday nights. That's what I meant.
When we do our, but he talked about it last Saturday when we went live together.
Garrett said, "I dig the art studio, Mitch."
Thank you.
Mitch digs it too, and he hasn't been able to spend as much time in it. That's for sure.
Ever since I've been working, I haven't been doing a lot of art, but I'm trying to figure out a little routine so I can do a few hours, a few days a week to get some artwork done.
Longbeard said his goatee is 2 feet long.
Wow.
I was trying to talk Mitch, and I was like, I want to see him grow it out. He asked me, we're like talking about it. I think we should grow it out. But that's just my opinion.
I want to grow it out, and it was a little longer, but it was kind of squared off, and I went and had it trimmed. But, you know, that guy, White Boy Rick, was doing grown man shit as a kid. So was I. You know, when I was 17, I thought I was a fucking grown man. Little did I know at the time that I wasn't. I had a lot of shit to learn, and I learned it. I learned it the hard way. And yeah, he ruined guys' lives with that shit that he was selling. But that's life, man. I mean, the guy grew up in a fucked up area. Drugs were the norm. He sold drugs. He made money. He grew up in a pretty fucked up ghetto. So, I mean.
Whack's trying to say something to me. He said my name now like 3 times. Yes, Whack. I'm afraid what he's going to say. So, oh my gosh, honey, you're right. I already know why he's saying that. What? Because on his label, his name is on there, on this chat. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's on the chat, so, yeah.
I'm a little out of it, so sorry. So it's Whack Deuce Against the Grain, and his name's on there, and he's on this chat. You can see it there. So thank you.
And back to White Boy Rick, here's the deal. If you don't believe guys can change, then, what the fuck are you about? I mean, I changed. I'm not the same guy I was when I was 17 years old or when I was 27 or 37 or 47. People do change. And, how much of that stuff he actually did, who knows? I mean, I don't know. But if the guy's changed his fucking life, then he deserves a second chance at life. I got one. I'm making the most of it. And who am I or anyone else to say that somebody doesn't deserve a second chance, you know? You know, I know guys in prison that I wouldn't want to live around in prison, let alone the streets. And, you know, they're trying to get out. Everybody in prison wants to get out. I don't give a fuck what they say. They can be the most hardcore gang member in the world, dedicated to prison life. And deep down inside, they still want to get out. So, you know, I think the guy, if he's changed his life, he deserves a second chance. And if he hasn't changed and he gets out and starts fucking around, I'm sure they'll be watching him and they'll put him back in prison. So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Let's see. They're saying, like you said, Josh said, if you're the same guy at 40 as you were when you were 20, you wasted 20 of your years of your life, as you
exactly.
said.
I've said that before.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what you said. You said that before.
Yep.
You know, Wax says, if my boy Rick's a snitch, fuck that lane.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a snitch. I don't know what he is. So I don't know.
Again, thanks you guys for the love. I'm feeling better. I'm not 100%, but I'm feeling better. Thanks you guys very much.
Yeah. Any other comments?
Abigail.
I'm sorry. Any questions? No? Okay.
I didn't say no.
Yeah. Should have seen the look she just gave me.
I did. I gave
Man.
her the look. So
I almost wanted to cringe. If I wasn't on camera, I probably would have.
Wow. Okay, so on
anyway,
the
what
line
Abigail
to some
say?
serious stuff, okay?
All right.
So Chance Torrey said, I have hard times right now. The doc called and said my mom only has about a year to live. She's only 35.
Oh, man.
Any advice I can use to help her stay positive?
Man, just be there and love her, you know. I don't know what kind of illness she has, but that's, you know, I'm sorry to hear that. Just be there for her, you know. And, you know, just be there. Visit her, see her, help her out. You know, hey, look, you know, my mom and I don't have the best relationship in the world. She had surgery for breast cancer. She's going to have chemotherapy and radiation. And she's, 79 years old. She might not survive it. But we go over to her house. We do her laundry. We clean her room. You know, we change her sheets. We set her pill box out. We're setting it up so someone will cook her meals. And, you know, I think it improves her demeanor, you know, cheers her up a little bit to see us over there seeing her. Just be there. That's all I can say is just be there for her. Don't waste any precious time you'll have with her. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, we're sorry. If there's anything we can do, please let us know, okay? Yeah. You can just email us and we'll, you know, contact you if you need anything, really.
I think being there, you know, in person, phone calls, whatever, you know, hey, how you doing? I think that means more than a lot of other stuff, you know, really.
Was it use the time to reflect on the good times? Don't waste it stressing over the inevitable. I know, yeah. And that's, you know, it's hard to stay in the moment. That is really, really hard to stay in the moment. So, Wack says that on your last subject, Wack wanted you to move on from the last subject, just so you know.
Yeah.
And then, because he's our producer. Let's see. Burl, I think that goes without saying. He said Chesters don't deserve a second chance.
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got a normal, regular crime, I mean, you know, whatever. But I mean, hey, look, here's the deal. As far as cops, this was our thing, right? Cops are for women, children, and old people. And there's some crimes that are unforgivable, and that's, you know, rape, child molesting, or fucking with old people. You know, the guys I grew up around, we don't fuck with citizens, women, children, or old people. It goes without saying, you know. I remember one time I was in a cell with Doc Whitus and Dirty Dennis from Oakland. They were crimies, and they had a TV up over the shitter. They got the beds right here, you know, lockers right there. Then the TV's up over the toilet and on TV board, you know, hanging off the vent. And it was on. The volume was on. we were in there snorting crank, you know, and have partying, drinking wine, all that shit, bullshitting. And a news flash came on. It said there was a stabbing. It said news alert, you know. So, well, we look up there, said there was a stabbing in Folsom Prison today. This guy said his name, whatever, was stabbed, you know, multiple times, died at the hospital, you know, this and that, was pronounced dead. And he was in prison for child molesting. And we all look at each other and we go, yeah, you know, so, you know, I mean, come on. Some crimes, we don't need to say they don't deserve a second chance. We just know it, you know. Some guys, hey, look.
That's a good question, Isabel.
What's that?
She said, Mitch, how are people? Hi, Isabel.
Hi.
Just love you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the love you showed me. You're super awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Josh said heart out to your mother.
Thank you.
Burl said, sorry, you guys are just going
what did you
way
say?
Quick. Isabel said, Mitch, how are people in basically, I think she means in prison, who hurt animals treated?
Not too kindly. I mean, I've never really ran across an animal abuser, but I remember when that guy, what was that football player guy, Vic? Michael Vick, when he did that shit, guys like, oh, dude, I'd like to do that to him, basically. I like to take him out back and shoot him in the fucking head. You know, the guys I hung around weren't, you know, too happy about that, you know? So, I mean, I never met anybody in prison that was in there for animal abuse.
Animal abuse.
Put it this way, my friend David, animal abusers are scum. My friend David, who was found suitable and will be getting out soon, parole in Sacramento, you know, they got dog programs in there, and almost all the prisons now, they have this dog program where they train dogs to give the vets, they train dogs for the blind, they train dogs for just to release back into family pets. I mean, each program is set up for different reason. But guys in prison love animals, man. I mean,
DC said he named his pit bull Vic. That's awesome.
That's right. Yeah, guys in the joint love animals. So I would not want to go in there and say, hey, I'm in here for throwing my wife's dog out the window of the car or anything like that. I mean, I would not want to be the guy that says that.
Everybody's talking about right now. They're talking about animals, and they're talking about the shit that's going on with COVID in San Quentin right now. I have an extended family member who's there right now. He's young.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It really sucks. And it's hard to get info. Yeah. I usually get the info off Facebook on there's a San Quentin news feed.
They don't want us to have info.
They don't.
Yeah. That's how we feel about animals, huh? She's a camera hog. This is Rosie. Oh, baby.
Oh, so his mom's name is Carrie Sharp. So everyone's saying, say a little prayer, wax on
Yes, Carrie Sharp. Let's pray for Carrie Sharp.
Prayer chain for sure.
Hopefully we can get a few thousand people praying for her, you know? Yeah.
I had a Pitbull Brindle Championship bloodline. Her parents earned her name, Miss Sarabi. That's Hustle Through the Struggle. That's beautiful. That's super cool. I'm all about the rescues. Like there's so many of them out there. I can't see myself paying. That's just me. I just can't see myself paying.
Yeah, I'm not down for buying dogs, but some people want certain kind of dogs, whatever. Like Chewy's part Chihuahua, part miniature pincher, and this one here is obviously part Chihuahua and part something. She might be a different kind of Chihuahua.
She got the cutest face.
Yeah, there you go, baby. Yeah. Yeah, her and Chewy get along, but they don't like the cat.
Babe, I don't know if you heard about this. I actually read about it today. Did you hear about the triple murder down in Frostproof, Florida? Did you hear about this?
No, I did not hear that.
So there was 3 guys that went fishing. They were best of friends. They went out fishing, like whatever. One guy killed all 3 of them, and he had over 200 felonies.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy.
That's a guy that didn't deserve a fucking second chance. He just killed these guys. He was out on the boat with them or what?
No, I don't know, Isabel. I don't know the whole deal. I'll have Mitch read it later, but I just kind of read over it today when I saw the sheriff like talking about what happened. He just said, their 3 best friends went out there fishing. They went out down this dirt road, and I guess the guy murdered all of them. So, it's fucking sad.
Yeah, you guys play.
DC said he has 3. Long Bear's a Mastiff guy.
Oh yeah, Mastiffs are awesome.
Mitch has always wanted one. From the
Mastiffs.
time he was super, when I first met him in prison, that he wanted me to get one. I'm like, dude.
They have so many different kinds of Mastiffs, you know, they're so neat.
Yeah.
You know, I seen a guy recently had a boxer Mastiff mix. It was so cool. But this pit bull down at the river where these homeless people live, dude, we don't have a fenced in yard here. So it's like, and we live right close to the road where people go for the speed limit's 40. Some guys go 50, 60. So we don't want a dog that's going to run out and get hit by a car. So we're trying to be responsible. If we had a fenced in yard, I would have brought that dog home so fast.
Hi, Sacred Death MC. How you doing? We haven't seen you on for a while. How's it going? They're right? How the hell does someone have that many felonies? Yeah. There was 3 people. I think there was 2 guys, 1 girl. He had 230 felonies. This one from DC. He was in the process of killing 2 guys when the 3rd guy pulled up. And then Isabel said that he followed them from the dollar store.
Wow.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, you know, it's a crazy world we live in, man. And
he beat them up first and he shot him.
Wow.
Wow, he must have.
I guess the moral of that story is if you have a gun, you know, and you're a square dude, citizen, carry a gun. Some guy beats you down, shoot him. You know, I had to go to board to get out of prison. A lot of guys used to piss and moan about the board, and I did too. But yeah, hey, look, the board of prison terms in California. I went from the board of prison terms to some other thing. Now it's called the parole board. Straight out, they see thousands of guys every year, and everybody they see wants to get out of prison. They look at your file. They look at your confidential report. They look at the psychiatric or psychological evaluation, and they make and they look at all your letters of support, and they make a determination of whether or not they're going to let you out of prison. And all these guys are appointed by the governor, and they get approved by the Senate or whatever. They got to get approved by the legislators to keep the job. And they make a lot of money and all that shit, and a lot of them are pieces of shit, and I don't really like them. But you know, we should piss and moan about it, but they have a hard job. I mean, if you got a guy, in my case, I have a bar fight, you know, and like I said, they know the fucking details. There was 10 eyewitnesses. So I think they were out of line keeping me for so long because I was eligible for parole in 1989. I went to board in July of 1989. They denied me. Matter of fact, Leedy, he was an attorney. He was appointed to the board. He wrote a letter saying that Governor Pete Wilson fired him and told him, you're giving out too many release dates. You're releasing too many guys. And he said it's illegal to keep these guys in there. I mean, he wrote a big letter about it. So, I mean, in my case, I think they were out of line keeping me for so long. And honestly, to be honest with you, because I was young and I was stupid and I wanted to get out and ride bikes and race hell and, you know, snort crank and tattoo and all that shit at one time. But I think after 15 to 17 years, I was ready to come home. And I never would have went back. I would have went straight to the tattoo shop. I was still relatively young. Yeah, I would have got a bike and all that kind of shit, but I would have been tattooing. I would have had my own tattoo shop. I would have had my own home. Adrian and I would have had a life way back in the day, you know, and I would have been able to take care of moms and all that. But some guys, you know, like I said, I wouldn't want to live around them in prison, let alone, you know, on the street. And when I went around some of these cats in there, it was like, all right, you know, you kind of register in your brain like, okay, here's so-and-so, you know, you got to kind of be guarded on how you speak with them and how you act around them because you don't want to disclose too much information about yourself and you don't want to make the guy feel like you don't like him, even though you don't, because there's some really psychopathical motherfuckers in there that will kill you for a pack of cigarettes. and you know, they don't belong out here. So being on the parole board, it's a hard deal. But here's a guy with 200 fucking felonies, killed 3 people. I mean, somebody, you know, obviously he didn't deserve a second chance or a third or fourth or fifth chance or whatever. That's fucked up. That's fucked up shit, man. What's going on in the comments, babe? She's barbecuing a chicken, by the way. That's why she keeps going in and out of the front door. Yeah.
Old school said, Mitch, true story. I used to tell the board to gargle my balls. Knew they wouldn't cut me loose, and I done day for day.
Yeah, yeah. But see, some guys are getting out regardless. They don't have a life sentence, and actually, those are the guys that cause the most problems in prison. You know. Any other comments?
TC said, now you got my cousin wanting a Harley. Can't spoil him too quick, though. He's only been out 6 days. I'm sure you got something to do with that, too. You got one, too, DC.
Yeah, that's right. He's riding his dad's FXR. Yeah.
Wack said he started his new diet today. Really?
Cool.
Wack, what are you doing?
Yeah, let me know the diet. Maybe I'll start it because I'm a fat bastard.
You're not a fat bastard. Aw.
Yeah.
Corey said, Whack, I gave my life to Christ my 3-year term and haven't looked back since. I've been home for 6 years and got more in 6 years than I could have achieved in my entire life. Remarried my ex, own my own home, and have a nice Harley.
Well,
that's our dream, Corey. We're getting there.
Well, that story sounds like my story, except for the home. We don't own our own home
that's
yet.
That's why I said that's our dream to do that.
We're working on
Wack's talking about Roger said that he lost a lot of weight with keto. We're kind of going that route. We don't eat a lot of starch anymore.
Dogs are going crazy.
I know, they're running around here. So you hear all this clicking, they're like chasing each other.
I don't eat a lot of fucking starch and shit, but like last night I had to have some spaghetti. I made spaghetti and I make pretty good spaghetti. And, you know, there's carbs there. And like today I had a hamburger for lunch because I didn't eat any breakfast. But I need to lose a little weight.
I did Atkins a long time ago, which is very similar to keto. The only thing I don't like about the keto is the fatty shit. Like I just cannot get down with that. Like that's the hard thing for me is I can't eat I can't.
I got a couple medicine balls over at Big Five because you know the gym's closed again, right? Is it closed or is it open?
DC Iris says no more ramen noodles. That is my exception. Is the noodles
once in a while we have ramen noodles.
Since I've been sick, Mitch has been making me these amazing soups, and so yeah. Oh, Sparky's on. He said good morning from the Philippines. Love you guys.
It's happening in the Philippines. Hey, you know, Sparky, I keep telling you, you need to get your veterans money and come on up here to the mountains and get a little trailer, you know. You get a teardrop trailer, Sparky. You could live in there and pop it back. You got a little stove, little bag to shower. Be just like being in a prison, bro, but in the mountains. No, I hope you're doing well, brother. I miss you. And I do wish you would come to see us up in the mountains next time you're back in the States.
Our gyms are actually open here in Placerville, JJ, but we made a choice not to.
Yeah, we decided not to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sick, and I don't want her getting sick. So
they're talking about soda now, and I don't. Once in a while, I just like regular, like the Mexican Cokes. I love those with the cane sugar in them and not the.
I drink Bang.
Shit, but really, we drink a lot of bubble water. So
she drinks sparkling water, and she's got me drinking it too. But it's not bad. But I drink Bang. I drink Bang. Bang bang.
Oh my God. Roger said it's easy. No carbs, no sugar. All the fat Adrian won't eat. No starches. Butter is great. Butter makes your pants fall off. Tequila does also, but that's another story.
That's why I drink Bang. I drink Bangs in the morning instead of coffee now, but I mean, I drank coffee for damn near 40 years. I drink these Bangs because they pick me up in the morning, get me down to work, get me going, and they don't have any sugar, no carbs.
Double D said, I watch what a soda does to metal and concrete. Never again. I drink it, like I said, once in a while. The Mexican Cokes are awesome. We can get them usually from the little Mexican stores here that have and I like it because they sell the small ones too. I can't usually drink a big one anyway, so but they have to be freaking cold. Like
we go over and buy, get like if we go through the drive-through, like at this, they have a Mexican fast food restaurant here. It's actually pretty good. She'll get a soda. She'll drink like about that much out of it and let it sit. So.
DC said I can't do caffeine. I'm hyper enough. I'm right there with you, DC. Mitchell asked me, have you had coffee today? Or you seem kind of like, but he asked me that actually after the last live. He asked me that.
Yeah. She drinks decaf coffee and gets wired.
I do. Well,
I can drink 2 or 3 bangs and be normal.
Decaf does have coffee in it. It's just rinsed beans. So I have to ask them for a shot and a half of decaf because I get super wired off that.
Yeah.
Hi, Lex. Lex is on. How you doing?
Right, Lex.
Let's
How you doing?
Doomsday said it said coffee makes me nod. It does for some people.
Yeah, some guys it puts them to sleep. Oh, so I got a thing today. We're checking our emails. I got a thing from Bobby. How you doing, Bobby? Bobby was with me in CMC West, and he got out of prison. Actually, I drew a bunch of shirt designs. One of them is like an elephant set in danger, some other stuff. I did a bunch of Christian T-shirt designs, and the plan was for him to get out and start printing T-shirts, and it didn't work out. But then my mom, was that about a year ago?
Hi, Oda Dave. How are you? I owe you, duh. I'm probably saying something. So he said, sorry, babe, you just said hi. He's been alive for a while.
All right. So what was that, a year ago?
Yeah.
My mom told me.
2 years ago, she
probably 2 years ago. She goes, oh yeah, by the way, your friend Bobby, his mom emailed me, and I should have thought, how did she, or texted her, how would my friend's mom have her number? But she said, yeah, he wanted me to let you know that Bobby passed away. And I was just bummed out. I was just bummed out because, besides the T-shirt thing that didn't work out, Bobby was a serious freaking drug user, man. And I mean, serious. His life was drugs, and he had issues like all of us, but, Bobby quit using, started going to the Catholic Mass, his mom's Catholic, and Bobby got me a radio through R&R, which turned out to be a nightmare. But, Bobby straightened.
Slick's on.
Oh, Slick Ruler, what's up, brother? Yeah, Bobby was a good dude, man. And my mom told me that. I was just kind of devastated for a few days, because I just was.
So when he saw your name, he was like,
yeah.
Do you remember the dude I told you about that mom said had died? He said, that's him. I'm like, what?
Yeah, she read this email, and his email's from didn't say Bobby Barminski, but anyways, it's like Bobby whatever. I go, well, but his uncle is an artist. So anyways, I was thrilled, to hear that he's still alive. He emailed, I guess he watches the channel, and he got at me. So I was very, very glad to hear from him.
He said, he's glad I was feeling better. Thank you, Slick. You're nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Slick, and things are good.
Talking about how it's too hot there. Like he likes to have a couple beers a day, but it's freaking hot. I mean, I hate drinking when it's hot. I don't like. I like
drinking when it's hot. Nice lemonade,
Speaking of lemonade,
Dickies.
Turk Loco is gonna come see us. I told him, I was like, I don't want to get you sick. He's like, I don't care. So our first sub, one of our first subs, is actually coming up to visit us this weekend. So.
Yeah.
He'll probably be on the live if we can get him on.
If we get him on the live. Now, what we're thinking about doing is we might have to buy some of that sauce ourselves, setting up a table with some stuff, and then trying the different sauces on film, see who can hang and who can't. That might be
then Wack's gonna have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, Turkey Loco's coming up to see us tomorrow night. He'll be here tomorrow night. Spent Saturday with us, and
tomorrow night and Saturday.
Rolling out Sunday. Yeah. So that's quite a long drive just to come see us, and I'll be happy to see him. But like when I was in LA, I met somebody on Facebook, had a motorcycle, Los Angeles, started, texting back and forth on Messenger. And next thing you know, the guy came over to see me. I met guys on Instagram that I met on Instagram. So, I mean, people use social media and they say, oh, keyboard warriors. People say shit on Instagram and Facebook and social media they wouldn't say to people face to face. And so, I think if you can meet people that you meet on social media in real life, I mean, to me, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's real shit.
Look at saying that. I say a big family Reno trip. Dude, we can't go to Reno.
We can't go to Reno right now, but once I'm off parole, who knows? Hopefully I'll get off in September. And if you have any letters you want to send my parole officer, you can send them to Mitch at heartintentions.com and we'll forward them to my parole officer. Yep.
Thanks, Lex. I am feeling better. Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah. I have to tell you, I was at work and I got a text and, I work with other people. I drive around with another person in a truck and she called me and she said, hey, I have a temperature of 100 and my oxygen level is 95. And I said, what's going on? And she was seeing the doctor and
you can say it. I was upset.
She was upset, but I was like, I mean, it makes you confused and it makes you worry and it makes you stress. And I was like, what the fuck, and I'm in a truck with another person. So I put my mask off and I put it in it. And so I was relieved when her test came back negative, So I mean, it makes me realize, how easy it is to and right away we were talking on the phone like during work and on the way home we're talking like, okay, I'll sleep here, you sleep there, I'll use this bathroom, use that bathroom. And she's like, I need to get access to the computer. And it's like, how are we going to structure our life in the house if she's positive? So I mean, that's how serious it is, and I mean, I don't want to get that shit and I don't want her to have that shit. And it's like, if one person gets it, how are you going to prevent the other one from getting it,
Yeah. Johnny damaged. Sparky donated $10. He said, buy some coffee for you and the missus. Be careful. I'm going to come see you when I get back. Hopefully the end of the year. I love you guys. We love you too.
We love you too, Sparky.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your donation.
Longbeard, you have been on this channel since day one and you're welcome anytime. Yeah. Really, like honestly, we know everybody here is pretty normal.
What do you say?
So, anytime that anybody wants to come see us, meet us for a beer. Mitch can't drink, but I can. Anything like that, just let us know, and we are more than happy to do that. We're not like, oh, we can't,
Hey, they have a new Dr. Pepper cream soda. So, yeah, we got some restaurants here that got good food and they have takeout. And, I mean, if you're close by, you feel like stopping by, we'll be happy to see you. And we do need to see Aaron Rains, who lives in Placerville. Ryan Rains, excuse me.
Chill Toy Guy said, Uncle Mitch, have you tried wearing a mask when you work?
Yeah, I wear a mask when I work.
And he said, he's a mailman, and he said he does it for like working like 14 miles. I read something the other day about, mailmen that are like passing out from the heat and wearing the mask. Like I know when I wear masks, I get really overheated, like real easy. Slick said, don't dare me. We're getting bored up here in the hills. It's open.
Hey, you come to our country ghetto fabulous home and you're more than welcome. They do have, I went to the store the other day and there was a guy out front. He does like theft control or whatever, but he had a little thing. It's got a little metal thing that hugs your nose and has a little plastic. If the guy's a mailman, I wouldn't wear a mask. Like I couldn't do it all day. When I get around other people, I'll pop it on. I go in the store, I'll pop it on, whatever. But it's like a clear thing, and it sits about an inch up off your nose, comes down off the front of your nose and your mouth, and it comes down to your chin, and it goes around. If you're a mailman, you might want to check into getting some of that, or just get a mask that goes around and hangs down like a shield. Because wearing a mask all day like that, if it's a mailman,
So,
that's
I just read something today.
It's got to be rough.
And I don't know if this is accurate. I'm not trying to put out fake news, but I read today that they're saying that people that wear the cover shields and the mask, for whatever reason, they are getting COVID a lot.
Really?
Yeah. So they said it has something to do with the plastic on the
well,
thing,
stuff sticks to that plastic, you know. So.
Slick said, I don't wear a mask, but if you feel safe wearing it, go for it. And you know what, Slick, I like your attitude, because you know that's good. You're not saying you have to do this or you should do this. You're saying whatever's good. I like it. So and
they also have the dental masks that go around your neck and they come up from the front. You know, you seen those?
Oh yeah.
They might help a mailman out.
They call them gaiters.
Yeah, they go from the bottom up instead of being around your forehead and coming down. They go from the bottom up, which makes more sense, because if someone's on eye level, it's going to come in like this. It's not going to come up over the top and down. So if you're a mailman, you know, walking a beat or whatever, you might want to check into that, you know. Hey, you know, like the mask thing, it's like I saw a thing. It said, I don't want to wear a mask. And if you're scared, then, you know, stay at home or whatever. And then the thing right underneath it, it said, I want to drink and drive. And if you don't like it, then stay at home. It's my choice, you know? So, no, really, you know, like the masks, I look at it kind of like the helmet law. Like, you know, if you want to wear a little skid lid beanie cap helmet, cool. I wear a full face helmet when I ride, because, you know, if you fall down and your chin goes scraping across the asphalt at 50 miles an hour, you're not going to have a chin left. So I wear a full face helmet. Not that I plan on that happening, but you know, it's right.
Longbeard said, I've been a mod on Dirty Weather's 916 channel for a long time. Only problem is I don't ignore any comments. I can totally see that, Longbeard. DC said, my wife is a nurse for a kidney doctor, and she has to wear the goggles and a mask and the shield. Holy crap.
Wow. That's a serious setup.
Yeah, I could see that, Slick. He said the mask for the virus is like throwing dirt clots at a chain link fence. I'm only against it because of the stress it causes on your body isn't worth it. And to each his own. You know. So, and by the way, thank you. Speaking on the mask, everybody who's purchased masks from us, thank you very much. And let's see. Everyone's saying they support their Heart Intentions mask. That's awesome. Thank you. And Big Nick said, what's up, Mitch? You got a dope ass goatee. Do you use any oils or balms for your goatee?
I do.
Channel.
I do.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of years ago, I went down to her friend's house for Christmas, and I got some beard oil. It was like real slimy. I don't know. It's like olive oil. I don't know what it was. It wasn't that good. But what I've been using for years is Murray's beeswax. It's like part petroleum, part beeswax. Murray's. That's what I use. And it pissed me off because when I was in prison, I used to order it. And once a quarter, you can get a package sent from the package company. And they would always send me black bees. It's black. You know, it's not like for blacks. It's black beeswax. You know, beard. It's for your hair, but I put it in my beard. I'm like, fuck, man, I can't use this, and so I would always run out. But yeah, I use Murray's beeswax.
Slick said I like argan oil, and let's see.
I just trimmed it to get rid of the split ends, you know.
Agony said, I agree, Mitch, but don't look back. You're doing great. And some people are a little delayed on the video, so
yeah. She's crazy, you know, right? I'm married.
Okay, so I'm just asking right here because I think Wax is gonna start cheating on you. He's asking someone to do a collab on our channel.
Who is?
And Wax talking to someone. I think he's talking to Longbeard about doing a collab. So what's up with that? You get a wow, Wax, really? Okay.
Wax recruiting guys on our live chat. That's cool. At least he's recruiting one of our guys, you know. Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about. Anyways.
What's going on? Any comments or questions?
Hey, Mitch. Oh, you know what? Someone asked if you knew somebody. Sorry. I'm going to go back and look real quick. Oh, I got to find it, babe. Hold on. Shit. I can't. Oh, there it is. A1-7 says, can you ask Mitch if he came across a biker named Spunky Wisdom in his time locked up?
No, I didn't. I've never met him. I never met anyone named Spunky ever. So Yeah, I'm sorry. I never met him.
Slick on the know, did you talk to the guy that he hooked you up with from 60 Days In?
No, he hasn't got at me yet. He hasn't. I sent him a message. Slick Ruler messaged a guy from 60 Days In, and then I shot him a message on Instagram. I said, hey, I did 38 years, and the guy got at me like, hey, like he's interested, but he never messaged me back like how to get. A guy wants to start a podcast or something. I'm like, yeah, I'll be on your channel or your podcast, whatever, but he never got back to me. So I don't know where that's going to go, So that 60 Days In show, I watched the first season of it before I got out, and I was like, I just thought it was the most goofiest shit in the world, And then I thought, well, I wouldn't mind being on that fucking show. But see, my thing is, those guys are just going on there to rat, I guess, like to tell the sheriff what kind of shit's going on inside the jail. So my thing is, what if you had 60 days in and then be like, the last guy to tap out got $100,000 or $500,000. The last guy to tap out, not 60 days and then you're out. Just how long can you hang? You know what I'm saying? Anyone could last 60 days. Fuck, I spent 60 days, shit. I spent 4.5 years in the hole. Just imagine 60 days in a county jail ain't shit. So what if you had a thing with a county jail or a prison or, you go in. Oh, wow. This is barbecue. This is dinner. Yeah, that's dinner. I'm going to eat all this. Just thinking prison, you got this split right in half at one time. Half a chicken.
Really?
Yeah, you got half a chicken. From that chicken, they had half a chicken. Now you get a leg. That's it. I went from half a chicken as your nutritional requirements to a leg. Yeah, chicken quarter, you got a leg. With dry as a bone, raised by CDC, PIA. Yeah, so what if they had, instead of 60 days in, they just got like 10 or 12 dudes, put them in the jail or the prison, and said the last guy to tap out gets $500,000. Could be 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, a year, I'd be in there, but I'd be in there like, hey babe, send me a little money for canteen, put some money on that phone card. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be shit.
Hey Sean. Sean is the one that you wrote the note to with his dad and his brother, the one that ordered all the shirts that you sent to him. He said, hey Mitch, thanks for the shirts that Cheryl ordered for me, and I can't wait for the painting of me and Pops.
Cool.
That's super cool. Thanks, you guys.
As soon as I get a chance, I'll do that. I have a couple things I have to do.
Yeah, they knew that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Getting paid to do time, fuck, tempting. That's what DC said. That's funny. Let's see. Guess who's on? Turk's Up. He said,
Turkey
what's up,
Loco.
family?
What's up? What's up, what?
He said, what's up, family?
That's right, family. That's right. That's our adopted son, Turkey Loco. He's coming up to see us tomorrow. Next Friday's tomorrow, so yeah.
Mitch would take a nap and wake up to $250,000.
Yeah, quick. Right? I'd be like, hey, get out of my cell, lame. Leave me alone. Take it down a tier before I smash you.
Did you ever know Brent Teller, aka his name was Chunky?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see.
I've heard of him, but I don't know.
Hey, Roger, I wanted to thank you, Roger Williams, for the heads up about when we were talking about what to feed the dogs. They are cured. Yeah. We have been giving them just dog food.
Yep.
They sometimes wait for hours and don't eat. But as soon as Mitch gets home, they'll eat. Or if I'm sitting down eating, they will eat. Yeah. So it's good. So thank you for the advice, and it really works. Thank you.
We don't give them people food anymore. What I do is I put a little bit of dried food with the wet food, and I smash it with a little bit of water, mix it up, and I act like, hey, I'm eating. Dad's eating that, and I give it to them. They take it down. Of course, she'll eat it, which is weird because she wouldn't eat dried dog food, but now when I mix it with a wet food, they'll eat it. She takes hers down before Chewy. So
About 88 Badfish came on. How's it going?
Right,
he said, late
Badfish.
to the party tonight, received my shirt order, and I love them. Thank you.
Excellent.
Oh, that's so cool.
And you know, that's why we're going to keep our local printer, because you know, we turn in our order and he'll see like 2 weeks, and sometimes it takes a month or more, but we know that, you know, and so he does good work, you know, and he pulls the screens by hand. He vectors them, you know, he does all the work, and he's a one-man show. You know, his wife runs the office and he runs a print shop, and that's why we're going to keep our shirts. And I'm glad you like your shirts. You know, all you guys that like your shirts, I'm glad, because it just solidifies my, you know, our decision to maintain the guy that we have printing our shirts. You know, I mean, we're using Teespring, you know, for other stuff that's not really practical to have done here, but yeah, we're gonna keep going there. It's not like, I mean, if we decided to not use him anymore, it wouldn't break his bank. But I mean, I'm down for supporting local businesses, you know. Right? Any comments over there?
DC said, all jokes aside, they would have to come out of the pocket deep and pay me a lot to go back behind the fence. Josh said, I still need to get a Hammer Drop shirt. They're out there, dude, anytime.
Yeah, we got them. We got them.
They're talking about what their dogs have eaten. It said, my dog, White Boy, eats coyotes nightly. That's what Slick said.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, Slick has some awesome dogs.
Longbeard said, my female mastiff ate our love seat.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They're talking about like what's good for their coat, like cracking an egg in their food, or chicken or raw meat, or rice and chicken. And
well, you know, when we got her coat was very coarse, and now it's getting softer, and Chewy's coat is pretty good.
A1, he certainly would. He said, would you ever do a big ride with biker subs? Hell yes.
Hell yeah, awesome. Would. Awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I have to get off parole. That's the only thing.
Parole's the only thing that's holding us from making us, but you know, because he has a 50-mile radius, so you know. That's
the only thing keeping us from doing a long ride. I don't know how far she would ride with me. I did get her a new seat that's called the 1,000-mile seat.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll go 1,000 miles, but I would. I'm down for. I rode here. The best ride I had was moving here from Los Angeles. You know. And her friend that she grew up with, that's like a brother to her, met me at Kettleman City and rode with me. That was one of my best rides, longest ride.
Magnapump. It's funny. I was talking to Isabel about that today. He said, Isabel explained it to me. 3 of my friends tested positive the other day. The only thing is they never got tested.
Oh, wow.
They dipped out because it was taking too long. So if you sign up for a COVID test at the drive-bys and drive-ins or whatever, and you don't go, they automatically make it. Isabel explained this to me today. They automatically make it a positive because they're assuming you had symptoms.
Oh, wow.
So if you signed up and you obviously you're going to go get a COVID test because you've had symptoms, they automatically mark you as positive.
So what you're saying is that if I call the hospital and say, hey, I want to get tested for COVID, and then I don't show up, they just mark it down as a positive?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Salvador said, my friend Trix from 38th Street CDC had a D number. He got out in 2016. He was a lifer.
Stay down. Got his second chance, and I hope he's doing well.
Yeah, I do believe that there is COVID fraud. I wouldn't say it's rampant. Well, not here, but we live in a small town. So, you know, when people are like, it's not real, we definitely have, there's people that are in the ICU, blah, blah, blah.
So anyways. First COVID death in our county.
Yeah, we had the first one.
And it's spiking. Cases are spiking.
Well, yes, like that made me freaking paranoid too. He said, I read today, someone posted it was they left because they got paranoid, and then they got paranoid because they got a positive letter in the mail. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
They're talking about storms right now and dogs freaking out. Yeah, Chewy freaks the hell out when we have storms. Oh, yeah. I feel bad for him. He gets so freaked out.
Yeah, where we live, it rains hard. Sometimes it snows. About every 5 or 6 years, it snows hard enough to stick like about this deep. Well, last year it was like thunder, lightning. He was crawling behind the couch, hiding, shivering.
So
and even when we hold him, and tell me it's all good. You know, he just shivers like crazy, and then he'll run off and hide. You know, and I mean, he'll crawl up inside cabinets and yeah, it's storms are weird on dogs.
I'm getting a call from Joshua Tree. That's weird.
And you know, like with the COVID thing, I keep seeing things like, and I even heard people talk about it at work, like hospitals get paid more if you die from a heart attack or you die from this, that, or the other, and they say you had COVID, they get paid more. And I asked, you know, my wife about it, and she said that's not true here.
It's not. What they're talking,
actually, they don't even get paid.
So just to explain it, what it is
they're
that
doing.
You can make options to get paid. Like, I'm going to give it, for example, like for Medicare. If you, because hospitals were suffering, we live in a small town, they put us on shutdown. We couldn't see normal patients. We couldn't see cancer patients. So obviously we're a private hospital. We're one of the only 12 community hospitals left in the United States.
Nonprofit, actually.
So we went on, so we weren't seeing patients, so we're losing money. So what they do is they front you the money, but you have to pay it back. It's not like, oh, they're giving us free money, and we didn't have any COVID patients, so we weren't getting any COVID money. Yeah. So it's, you know, it's a lot of it out there is bullshit. They just want to create a bunch of havoc, people to freak out. And so that they're, you know, people are spending money on that thing. So here, I can only answer for here because that's what I know, is that it is not, we do not get extra money for COVID patients.
Yeah.
So more people vaccinated from the flu die than unvaccinated from COVID. I don't know.
I don't know the stats. Let's see. I'm not going to debate that, you know.
Victor said, what's up, Mitch and Bailey? Been checking out the videos lately and getting caught up on your stories. Just want to say I'm happy to you guys doing well, and thank you for all the content.
Thank you for watching. And I've said before, you know, without all you guys who watch, there is no channel. I mean, it'd be like talking to the wall, right? So, you know, I'm glad you enjoyed the content. And, one of the guys I work with knows another guy who down in SAC, and he prints shirts and everything. He says that he goes, man, you know so-and-so. I go, yeah, I met him here at an NA meeting and this and that. And he's like, yeah, he knows you and this and that. And he said he plays my my YouTube videos all day, like in the shop. He plays them. So and he, you know, he's a good dude. He's got lifers. Parole, he puts them to work. He's got transitional housing for them and everything. So, and you know who you are. Thank you for all you do.
Obviously, it's something we're never going to agree on for sure about the about COVID and whatever. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. That's this channel. That's what we love. So it's all good.
You know, if I thought that I could get COVID and survive it and not miss any days of work, not threaten my coworkers or my family or my dogs or anyone around me, I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't get flu shots. You know, I get the flu and I get over it and I just deal with it. The flu really doesn't lay me down, but what it does when I get the flu or when I get a cold, because my lungs are fucked up from valley fever, I cough. Even when the symptoms are gone, I cough for like a fucking month straight or more, just trying to get all the shit out of my lungs. So I don't want to get COVID. So when I go in the store, I wear a little fucking mask. I wear my heart intentions mask. I got a backup lane mask, you know. But if you feel like, you know, you're not worried about getting it, fucking handle your business. I'm not going to tell you that you're stupid. I'm not going to tell you don't know what you're doing. I'm not going to say that because this is a fucking America, you know, freedom of choice, man. That's what this country's all about, man. So, you know, handle your shit. I mean, I don't want to get it. My father-in-law had it. He laid in bed for 2 months.
Shitty. I know I got it around February. I had a cough for like 5 months. I was really sick back in February, is probably good. Actually, it was March, right before when both my boss and I got sick at the same time.
Yeah, but I got sick too.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Yeah.
And I coughed for months. But her dad got it. He laid in bed for what? Over 2 months.
Magna Pump, that's also not true. They won't demonetize us for talking about COVID, and I don't monetize the live videos either.
Yeah.
So
we don't live.
That's false. And we don't. So we're really good. I never monetize the lives so people can talk about whatever they want to talk about. We don't care. We don't need to be monetized for them. So we don't.
Yeah.
So
we don't monetize every video we do. You know, like I played the Fried Brothers band. We love you guys. During one of my videos, actually the art instruction video, and they demonetized our channel for it. So I mean, a lot of stuff we don't monetize. We don't care about all that. We do, but I mean, sometimes you just got to run it, and who cares about the money, right?
Good night, old school.
All right,
See you
old
later.
School. Hey, take care of yourself,
we'll talk
brother.
to you soon. So Isabel asked a good question. She asked, "Are you working on new designs?" But here's the thing: I don't think a lot of people know this. Mitch has tons of designs.
I have designs.
Yeah, we already have them, but it's getting them produced, and so we don't want to produce those original designs on Teespring. So for our T-shirts. So yes, we will be working on one of those soon.
Yeah.
We'll do a new run of those. Right now we're working on some more masks. A new design.
Yeah. Here's the deal with the shirts and the designs. I have stack of designs that I pearled with, that I painted in acrylic paint. And you see the one I did with the collaboration, which I haven't been able to collaborate with because I can't travel. But the T-shirts we're gonna do with a print shop.
But when are you coming up with a new design? That's the question.
Teespring we can do anything on Teespring, but to go to the print shop and say, all right, here's a new design that we want to do, we have to pay for vectoring. We have to pay for the setup fee. So it costs us a chunk of money. And also we need money to maintain the designs that we have. So we'll probably do a new design as soon as we have the funds to do it.
Yeah, Meg, we never monetize our lives. So you guys everyone can say what they want to say and whatever. So, and the good thing is I read a lot about people not getting their shit gets turned off. They don't monetize them or whatever, but YouTube is very succinct about their rules, and so we just follow those when we do monetize them, and it's really not that bad. You just can't talk about killing somebody, drug use. You can't swear in the first 5 minutes. Other than that, you can pretty much do what you want, but you've got to follow those guidelines. So
you can't talk bad about
other races and
gays, lesbians. Other races, you can't race talk. You can't, so like on my videos, when I do videos or when I interview people, I like to stay away from some of that stuff. And then it gets monetized. But live videos, I want you guys to be able to say whatever you want to say.
So we just don't do it. So
I want to be able to talk about your comments and whatnot.
John Pearson just super chatted us $5.
Oh, thank you, John.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
He said, keep pushing forward, bro. Enjoy your channel. Much respect. Send in from Jackson, California.
Stay down, Jackson. I've been there. Yeah, we ride out there. Yeah. Yeah, we ride out there. Yeah.
Let's see. Long hair so long, lives get demonetized. Lesbians. Okay. No, he does not know Splinter from POV. Marco, sorry.
I don't know him.
Let's see. You know what, Reggie? We love Joe Rogan. And we are thinking about doing a podcast. Louis is going to help me do it.
What do you say about Joe Rogan?
I think you will follow Joe Rogan. You have a killer podcast.
I like to.
Make some big money.
Joe Rogan's cool.
We like it a lot. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Joe Rogan's cool.
Yeah, it is. So we've been on for 83 minutes.
Oh wow.
I know it's gone by super quick.
Well, that was fast.
And we're gonna eat this chicken that I just made.
Yeah, we gotta cut in a while and eat that chicken before it gets cold. One thing that sucks is chicken's always good the next day after you gotta warm it up though. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I love chicken.
Isabel said, "Oh man, I've been wanting to cuss a lot, but I was holding back. Glad to know I can go nuts on the lives." Yeah, that's
our
true.
live is, this is you and us.
Thank you guys for coming on for a Thursday as opposed, and thank you again for all the love. You guys make me feel better.
Sorry we didn't go on last night, but we had some things that we were dealing with, man, and that's. But she did get on and let you guys know, that we weren't coming on. Mm-hmm. So thanks for coming on tonight with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, everyone's saying thank you.
Yeah,
for the good content. You guys have a good night too. Bye, JoJo.
Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to my homeboy out in Ohio, Rocco, and Big Mick and Dago. All you guys, I love you guys. I want to shout out to you guys. And yeah.
I just want to say one thing too. One of the things I really love about being here and doing this is that everyone can have an opinion, and no one's like pissing on each other about their opinion, and I love it. And so, that's how we learn shit, right? So I'm just thinking that's super nice. And Turk said we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Turk. And hey, look.
Turk, ride careful. Yeah. Drive careful tomorrow.
Yeah, drive careful, brother. And I'm an American. I mean, I did 38 years in prison, and you think, hey, that guy must hate American. He must hate cops. I don't hate this country, and I don't hate cops and all that shit. I'm out here living, and this channel right here just shows me. I mean, we got people from all walks of life and all countries actually, and I like conversating with you guys, checking your comments out, reading your emails. To me, it's amazing, and it just blows my mind that there's so many decent people out here in the world, because I lived around some really shitty people for a long time. And I used to call home, and once in a while I would talk to my father-in-law, and he'd say, Mitch, there's some good people out here. And I'm like, yeah, sure, because the environment I lived in, there's very few good people, but really there are a lot of good people out here. And I think that almost all the people that we got on our channel that watch our lives and subscribe to our channel are decent people, man. And that's why we don't monetize this. I want you people to be able to talk and comment and see what you got to say, man. And I just I love it, man. It just blows my mind. It really does. I've told her a million times. It just blows me away that I have this channel, and it's a lot of work, but it's worth it, man. And just thank you.
Jamie Arson, enjoy your dinner, you crazy kid. Jennifer, how you doing? I know you just got out of whack. Was asking about you multiple times. So
who's that?
Jennifer Roberts. Slick said, just because we have different views doesn't mean we can't like each other. Unless you're a liberal, then you can't think out of the box.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right. Everybody stay safe. We love you guys.
It's America.
America.
That's right. Hey, we love you, and take care of yourself. Be safe out there in the world, man. And we'll see you again Saturday night, hopefully with Turkey Loco. That's right, folks. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Do it hard.